Welcome back to the International 2014.
Hey guys!
I'm What Is Hip, and with me for game number 3, which I'm already beginning to regret, is Zayori.
What's up?
We're here in your bedroom.
What's up? Yeah, it's awesome.
What is it like having someone taking up residence in your bedroom?
Well, probably soon it will be Zayori modeling in the background, sleeping while Greg solo casts while Maud abandons him for BTS 1. Things are about to get scary here on What Is Hip? No, high ground. Low ground. Low ground.
You're the fucking worst.
What do we have coming up here, Gregors?
PR versus MYM, Power Rangers. And looking at the rankings here, Power Rangers 1-0.
Yeah.
And, MYM 0-1. Not quite as well.
Yeah. I think Power Rangers are pretty heavy faves coming into this one. I'm a Power Rangers fanboy. I think after they replaced ZXC with Scandal, they got a lot better. I think they were already pretty good, but since I'm the master at pointing out weak links, I'll go ahead and say ZXC was the weak link. And Scandal, I feel like that's not that bold of a claim, though. I feel like Scandal's a lot better than ZXC.
I'm in.
You dig?
I'm in. All right, let's jump into the draft here.
Let's do it.
Well, me and your maker's Dota 2.
Do you not look at Twitch chat while you cast?
No.
Is there actual delay on this?
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Son of a bitch, okay.
That's a lot. It's just not even worth it.
Okay. It's true. Fiending already.
They'll yell at you before 5 minutes ago, and then you'll get distracted.
Then I have to think about what I was doing 5 minutes ago.
What you
That's
did.
hard. Okay.
Well, for you, it's just breathing.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. Well, for MYM, they've gone for the first pick Brewmaster after banning out the IO as well as the Treant Protector, and they picked themselves up the Shadow Shaman as well. Rasta. You might know a little bit about him.
Pasta, yeah. I like Pasta and I like Rasta. Yeah. Power Rangers, they go for this gimmicky Marana Bane duo. This reminds me of old Team Sigma, the Sigmers.
Rip,
yeah.
Rip and pepperonis.
Sad times. I wonder how many people took the pledge.
Oh, I don't know, man, but unfortunately...
Single digits for sure. But Marana Bane, the two picked up, and it's a good combo. I mean, it's a little cheesy, but no different from your Marana Shadow Demon, your Marana Wraith King. This is kind of the old school version, but Bane's kind of fallen off a little bit in popularity. Teams don't like the Anthropos as much as they once did.
Yeah, no, he doesn't really have any damage output compared to the other sports that are popular right now, like Wraith King.
He does pure damage, bro.
Well, you're right, he does.
It's so pure.
I like Bane. He has an ultimate that goes through BKB. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's really nice. He's still really good against heroes like Lifestealer.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a built-in BKB, but anyone who has like a dedicated BKB carrier, the Fiend's Grip just for lockdown so they can't run amok can certainly come in handy. And we've definitely seen plays with Enfeeble early on in laning stages. I mean, we've even seen mid lanes won because of a couple well-placed Enfeebles in the early levels, a little bit of momentum going one way. So Bane, a hero that has a lot of utility, and I like him. I think he deserves a little more love than he's getting right now, but MYM with a pretty solid opener. MYM is kind of a weird team because you look at their roster, it's like, man, I recognize all 5 of their names. I feel like these guys should be a powerhouse, but, well, they're a house.
They're a house. They're a stable house, though. They're pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
They're not the flashiest mansion on the block.
Who are the 8 teams in this again? I guess they're
better than a lot of these
Do you think they'll definitely make top 4?
Not definitely, but I think they could make top 4.
Is X Game KZ next KZ?
Yes.
Okay, I didn't realize they picked up a new sponsor.
I think they were abandoned by a sponsor.
Oh, that's a sad story.
Yeah.
And okay, so relax. Yeah,
I mean, if you look at the teams here, I think the best teams are easily Mouse and Rocks, and then between that, I think it's PR, and then maybe MYM, and then maybe you slot VP in there. Coast is kind of hard to say.
I'm sort of rooting for Coast a little bit. I don't know their players that well, but
I only know
up-and-comers.
I only know Frigalite and Steph Style. Yeah. Frigalite I cast, one of the first players I ever cast.
I see, but they're Swedish, and I have a soft spot for Swedes. So, do or tour. Yeah, go team.
I can get behind that.
I like Swedish culture.
Swedes.
They have good meatballs.
Swedes.
Yeah.
Well, Doom and Darkseer picked up here. Darkseer has already been really popular in this qualifier, and well, for good reason. Last game we saw Leshrak, Darkseer,
Yeah.
It didn't work. They got stomped, but I'm not sure it was because of that.
Leshrac, why do you
They
say
had
those
Shadow
two?
Demon, Leshrac. They had Vacuum into Split Earth. That was pretty insane.
That's
They did it a couple times.
That's kind of hard to coordinate. I mean, it's cool, but
yeah, they fucked it up a lot though too. And then
I feel like that's one of those things that's like more showy than it is utility. If you really want to set up with Lesh Stun, why don't you just use Shadow Demon or any
they had
other?
that too. They had everything, man. They lost though.
Well, then that just sounds like a disaster.
Well, PR with Doom here. I kind of like this pickup. I'm in.
You want to pour some of your monster in this cup?
I mean, I guess.
Thanks, man. That's plenty. Jeez. Whoa, where are you going?
Oh,
Calm down there, Hoss. It's 5 a.m. How much monster do I need?
I mean, we're going to be up for 7 hours.
That's true. This is scheduled for our last game to start at like 12:30. We've got
well, no, it ends at
12:30.
Oh, it ends at 12:30.
Yeah.
Whoa, wow, that's even better than I thought. All right.
We're almost... After this game, we'll be over halfway through.
That's nice. I've been casting China. I started at 9, so I started earlier than everyone. But I've been casting the China stuff. Yeah, it was fun. Casted with your buddy Mott.
Mount. The Great American Hero.
The Great American Hero, yeah.
Mott and Fogged, I saw, joined you for a little while. Giannis. I like Giannis.
Giannis. Apparently, it's a hard E sound at the end of his name.
Giannis,
It's
really?
not Giannis, it's Giannis.
Oh, I didn't know
I
that.
asked him how to actually pronounce his name, and he's like, "Yeah, don't worry, everybody pronounces it wrong." So now I'm trying to, and it's
Correct
not,
yourself.
and it's also a soft O. It's not Jonas.
I knew that.
Yeah, so that's the worst. If you say Jonas, if you say Yonis, that's halfway. If you say Giannis, that's halfway. But it's Giannis is the proper. So
Well, I'm not going
to all of you Fog
That sounds
fans
that
out
sounds
there,
like a girl name if you say it that way.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
sounds
Patrice.
like Shanice or
Patrice.
Patrice or yeah, that's true. I wouldn't say that to Fogg's face though. He might not
I would.
like that. All right. I don't think he's gonna watch this VOD, so
No,
our
it's
secrets
okay.
are safe.
I think we're good. Vengeful Spirit and Wraith King picked up. OD band, man. All these OD bands making me excited. I love OD.
You love OD?
I love OD.
What is there to love about OD?
Oh my god, have you ever played that hero?
Yeah, dropping
It's
the
like
hammer.
taking the fun away from everyone else in the
You
game.
get to drop the hammer once every 3 minutes.
Dude,
It's
just
kind of
astroing
fun.
people in lane is you click on them.
Is
and you
that
see they
really
have-
how you get your
click
kick
on them
strike?
and you see they have 16 mana and you're like, yee.
You're just like, ah, you got banished. Oh, that's so funny.
I love it, dude.
Man. Vengeful Spirit and Doom. Power Rangers. They actually really do love the Doom. It's been a while since I've casted EU Dota, but
Dude, it's so nice.
it is.
They
It's very
they win a
refreshing.
fight and then they immediately go for racks. It's awesome.
It's a much different play style, and it's kind of my bread and butter. Starladder has been my big thing for the past couple seasons, so I've seen a lot of Power Rangers, and they've grown on me. They like to make big plays. They're playmakers.
Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Gyrocopter is banned out here as well in the last round, and
They picked it.
Dazzle.
I don't
Dazzle.
know. I'm not so sure MYM
Dazzle.
were looking for a gyrocopter.
Dazzle. No.
I guess they were thinking it would
thought
be
it
a
was a
support
support
Wraith
Wraith
King, yeah. And ooh, the succubus. We just had a nice discussion downstairs about.
Succubus.
Yeah, she's a succubus. No,
Isn't
she's
that the Han name?
But no, Succubus is the port of Bane. There was a hero called Succubus, but Queen of Pain is a succubus.
What is a succubus?
It's like a demon from hell that is like their whole thing is they're really sexual and they swoon over dudes, but they like they're all sexy and they get the dudes hot to trot and then they eat them or whatever the fuck they do.
Damn, you're right. She is a succubus.
It's a female. What is it? What's the actual definition? It's a female demon or supernatural entity in folklore that appears in dreams and takes the form of a human woman in order to seduce men, usually through sexual activity. Boom, bada, bing.
Dude, and then looking at these pictures, these look like Queen of Pain.
Yeah, she
Wow,
is.
That is a highly sexualized anime character.
Jesus, dude. She's Queen of Pain is probably the only super sexualized character in Dota that I'm 100% okay with because it fits the
style.
lore. Yeah, she's supposed to like. If you're a succubus and you're not sexy, you're just fucking up. You're just doing something wrong.
Doing it wrong.
You screwed the pooch.
You fucked up. All right, well, introduction here of the teams for the Power Rangers. Dude, it seems like there's a million Doom sets that I don't know about.
I feel the same way.
It's like I don't know what any of these sets are.
I
but
constantly
this
keep saying this is like an uncommon common set, except for the wings, and it still looks awesome.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna be Cheshire Cat. He's on the Doom in the mid lane. They've got Scandal on the Queen of Pain, the Succubus, FNG on the Vengeful Spirit, J4 on the Bane, and last but certainly not least is going to be Moon on the Mirana.
All right, and on the Dire side, we got a 5-man train coming down. It's going to be Crit playing on the support Shadow Shaman. Link will be on the position 1 Wraith King, and he'll be joined by Unicorn playing on Dazzle the Shadow Priest. Rise will be their mid player here. He's got the Brewmaster, Big Panda Man, carrying around the big drum. It'll be solo mid, and Ace will be in a solo safe lane role, as it appears. MYM are feeling a little frisky here. They're going to do some of that aggro Crag off-lane try action.
All right, so aggressive tri-lane here. Makes sense with the Wraith King setup. They've got some good follow-up. No Shadow Demon in this lane. That's generally something that they would love to have in that tri-lane with the Dazzle, but it is not there. So moving forward here, we'll see what PR can do. It looks like they've got an aggressive lane as well. So,
Yeah, they sure do. Hold on, I gotta make my mini-map icons bigger, or else I can't do this. This relationship is over if I... Oh, there we go. That's so much better.
At home, I have them bigger and on like the faces.
Yeah, you keep telling me about the faces, and I don't share your passion for
like
the faces, but you know, it's something to each his own, I suppose.
I don't know. Well,
So
mid lane matchup is going to be Quap versus Brewmaster. This is kind of an interesting matchup because if you get over aggressive on the Quap, you get punished really easily. Clap is pretty good. If you blink forward, it's actually fairly easy to die, especially if there's any help at all. And Crit's got a DD. He's going to come over and look to shut down Scandal a little bit.
Yeah, he hasn't skilled anything up now, so doesn't know. Is there no middle? Jesus, dude. You can't scroll the middle mouse on this computer. I don't know what gives.
No, it's the mouse actually.
Oh, this mouse is. Oh, this is my busted ass mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, it's my.
It's your own mouse.
It's mine. Oh god. Well, an unsuccessful first. Shit. No, I was trying to shit on you, but I ended up shitting on myself, and that's just a bad feeling. It's like, what is wrong with this? Oh wait, it's my problem.
It's your own mouse.
I have to deal with this every day.
Oh man.
Well, double damage, unsuccessful from Crit, but they're creating some space for old Link here. Wraith King just farming away in the bottom lane to his heart's content. PR have pretty much sacked that bottom lane.
Wow, J4 is going deep for Ace here.
Yeah, they sure are. They're looking for that Nightmare setup. Ace chopping through the trees.
Jesus. He's out of him now, though.
And
are they going to go for the setup? He's going to get some right clicks off here. Iron Shell.
They've got the Nightmare. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. They just want to keep chunking at this tower, but there you go. Arrow will be on the mark, and now can they bring him down? In come the right clicks. Moon looking for a first blood. He doesn't get vision. Ion Shell doing some work. J4 taking the damage, but no, they bring him down. First blood is spilled, and J4 comes out victorious. 400 shiny new pennies.
409, actually.
That's a fair point.
Well, that's a pretty solid first blood for them. I don't know. That Darkseer just got himself in a really weird situation.
Sticky wicket.
He was like, he just ate through like this entire path of trees, ended up over here, and well, shit went down.
And now he's out of tangos, so that even hurts.
Yeah. No more fistful of tangos for him. And MYM diving the bottom lane. TP coming in, though. It's FNG on the Vengeful Spear. Are they going to be able to punish this creep cutting? Trying to take down the tower here. And it looks like they are... Oh, Cheshire Cat hiding in the trees, and...
This won't be easy. Doom is completely out of mana, and he has a Wild Wing Ripper, so only so much he can do here. They'll dive him. They'll find him. Link looking for the stun. He'll connect, and now FNG in deep, deep doo-doo. Rasta, Stretch Armstrong style. They secure that kill. But in comes J4. Sets up the sleep onto Shadow Shaman. Right-clicking away onto Cheshire Cat. He'll get stunned up. Doom on the run, but he will not survive. That'll be a 2-for-0 exchange down here in the bottom. Dazzle healing him up. Link very low, but has some tangos. We'll start chewing through him. J4 now getting harassed back by Crit.
Juggling aggro here on this tower.
Oh, Crit. I think he's going to take a tumble.
Rip, boys! He bought boots before he died, though.
All right, very solid. That is a 2-for-1 exchange. PR. They level it out.
Scandal in the mid lane doing pretty well for himself. 14 last hits. 15 now. Same as Rise. They're both doing just fine. The aggressive tri-lane Link is farming well. Old school. And he is an old school player. He was one of the... You know, Link was one of the first people that I remember watching a Dota 2 stream with.
You know, me too. He was one of the first guys that I saw on Team Liquid that had like 500-600 viewers when Dota 2 was in early beta. Yeah. I actually vividly remember that as well. Small world, Greg. Look at that.
Look at that. Han Trash watching Dota.
Oh, yeah, baby.
Moon in the top lane doing fairly well for himself as well, so pretty good farm in all of these lanes. Scandal putting some harassment out on Rise, but looks like nothing
Ace
too
up
serious
top. He gets stunned up. They connect with the arrow. That's a dead Darkseer. Moon secures another kill. Gets it up on the scoreboard there.
Sadness. Dies again. And meanwhile, we were watching a little tussle over this rune here, but J4 has secured it for himself, and we'll see if they can set anything up for it. Pretty aggressive ward gonna go down here for the Dire. They've got good board vision on this bottom half of the map, but looks like they J4. Where are you? Is he just going back to base after getting into his room? That's a little sad.
Yeah, only so much the Bane can do. It's a Bane without a home. He's just roaming around and trying to find some kills left and right. Now, looking at how even the farm is, Wraith King about 6 CS up on the Mirana. Neither of them particularly hard carries. Actually, both these teams lacking in this super late game department. So in this mid game, I think will be pretty explosive with Rasta trying to knock down towers, the Brewmaster utilizing the ultimate and finding kills. And then you've got PR, who, Queen of Pain, she's the master of that mid game burst damage. So PR will be pretty eager to fight as well as utilizing Cheshire Cat's ultimate on the Doombringer.
Looks like they're going to go in on Link here in the bottom lane. They juggle the aggro, though. Very nice job. Magic Missile coming in. Crit, trying to get something happening in the woods, and they get an initiation on FNG. He's so close to dying. Is he going to go down? Yes. Unicorn picking him off. Now MYM in full retreat. Crit going to try to make it out. Does not look good.
See ya, Crit. Now Rise, he rotates on in, looking for a target of choice. Looks like he'll settle on the Doombringer. 2 fights could possibly break out. Rise very indecisive right now. Doesn't know where he wants to go. And a little bit scared of this Doom. I'm not sure what he's so afraid of. He is level 6, has the Primal Split, but won't use it. Just waddles back towards the mid lane.
Yeah, I think he was afraid he didn't quite have enough damage to actually kill the Doom. And he's probably right. You don't do that much damage with that level 1 split, but Scandal, free farming, level 6. We'll see. Looks like he is going to go for... I presume these are treads, and then maybe for something like an Orchid. Orchid's pretty good on Queen of Pain.
Yep, it sure is. Orchid is great. Some games you'll see a quick BKB, but I don't think this is one such game where that's completely necessary. I like Lincoln's on Quap as well.
Yeah, that's
Ag's a very good route to go.
Well, they're going to initiate on Ace, though. Is he going to go down again? They use the ulti, and he is just going to go down.
Yeah, that's Sonic Wave, man. So much
3
burst
for
damage.
Ace.
Yeah, I feel like he hasn't even been misplaying that hard either. I mean, that was just... he just
that first death maybe was a little questionable, but the other 2 were just really hard ganks.
Yeah, and this is that point where maybe he should just be rotating into the jungle.
Yeah.
He is almost level 6, though, so even though Ace has fallen 3 times, has still found a decent bit of experience. Now that he's lost this tier 1 tower, Quap will actually get the last hit. It is time to move into the jungle.
Link's taking a lot of damage on that Starstorm. Reinitiation by Unicorn. Leap away, and it looks like he's going to be okay, but man, Link could have died there if he took a double Starstorm. That was pretty close.
Yeah, they aight.
They aight.
Dazzle rocking this sick headdress here of the Uwhippy. You don't see that cosmetic too often. I'm a fan.
Or connoisseur.
I use it, yeah.
I thought you have the Dazzle Raider now.
If there's one, the Dazzleator?
I thought it was called the Dazzle Raider, but
the Dazzle Raider?
I don't know, man!
Come on, dog. If there's one thing I know, it's Dazzle Cosmetics. And yes, I do have I use a hybrid set. I've got the Dazzleator staff, but that's actually part of the Shadow Flame set. And
that staff is sweet.
The staff is sweet. I use the staff and the headpiece, but I still use the Uwhippy back piece because it looks... I don't know. It makes me feel like my Dazzle's an Eskimo, you know? And...
that's something you were into.
I don't know why I like that, but it just stands out. You know, it's nice. I miss the Mohawk Dazzle, but ever since they changed it, it's messed up on his head, so he has this bald spot, and I don't dig. I don't dig on bald spots, man. You know.
Yeah, you got enough hair for everyone though. It's okay.
I know, making up
spread
for
it around. I'm just heavy flame for you right now.
Oh, Scandal! He gets the 8-minute invisibility rune, so he'll be alright.
1,600 gold for Rise building towards that blink. No surprises there, and well, nothing too surprising at all in this game, to be honest. And yeah, Mirana is farming well, so is the Wraith King still, and everything is still pretty even. Gold graph a little bit in favor of PR, about 3,000 gold.
A little bit? Cheese and crackers. That's a lot.
That's a lot at this point.
3,000 golden experience at 8.5 minutes with only a 2-kill difference. 1 tower. They're in good shape, man. Power Rangers just dominating right now. They're finding more farm efficiency. Across the boards, Mirana and Quap farming like mad girls. I was gonna say madmen, but they're not.
They're not. Yeah.
They're beautiful women.
And Sonic Wave's up here again for the Quap, so Unicorn has to be careful here. Very easy to just get blown up by this Queen of Pain with the Scream as well as that Sonic Wave. So we'll see if they want to dive. It looks like Scandal's not interested. Sometimes when you go too deep like that, 1 TP reaction can just kill you. So
yeah, that happens. Rise coming down bottom, looking for Moon, but Mirana a little too elusive now. They may try and turn this around. Bane was smoked up. Fiend Script from beside the trees. Laying in the right clicks. Cheshire Cat on his way. Burns the Doom
really?
ultimate. They didn't want him to Primal Split,
I can
so
understand that.
I feel it. If I feel like Mirana could have just chucked an arrow, yeah, and they could have brought him down. It's level 2 arrow, so it would have done a fair bit of damage in the stun, but that's alright. They haven't really been too eager to use the Doom ultimate, so. And it's a high priority target. Now they'll be able to translate this into a tier 1 tower kill, so that will make it 2-0 in total tower count. Ace on his way down, but whoa! What?
Jesus.
What the flux? That's a Vanguard rush on Darkseer. Greg, I'm going to be bold here. I don't like it.
Call Merlini.
1-800. What the flux?
That I do not. That is just...
I don't dig, man.
He doesn't even have boots. He literally went Vanguard.
Like, Vanguard GG
oh,
Brants.
God.
You
know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and also say that's just garbage. That's just garbage tier. Is that good against this lineup?
Well,
not really. It's not like they have minions or anything he's negating the damage of.
Yeah, no.
It's not like there's a Chen or a Broodmother.
No summons.
Just...
Quap, not particularly right-click heavy. Bane, not... These aren't even really right-click heroes. Mirana's the only one that's going to be chucking arrows into your gut. I don't know. This is very questionable for a Darkseer.
Alright, well, he spent 2,000 gold. He's gotten nothing out of it. FNG looking to initiate here on crit. Income Scandal off the Shadow Dagger, and that's going to be end of crit. I can't see him living
for the
through
deny.
This one. Nope.
He can't get it. Now Link's in some trouble. He's got the reincarnate, but...
Can they get him a second time? I think they can.
Might take another
They've got Ensnare. Weave's here. Oh, in comes Rise, though. He's going to try to muck it up. He's got Clap as well as the Primal Split. Link turns it back around. No Hellfire Blast for one more second. Off cooldown. Gets Magic Missiled by FNG, and PR now in retreat mode. Looks like they're going to get out just fine.
Magic Missile.
Oh. J4. Be careful there, buddy.
He's just going to rush a BKB.
Easy there, cowboy.
I like this. I like this from Bane, the fast BK Bizzle. That's pretty solid. Wraith King, is that a Midas? Okay, thought it might be a fast Maelstrom, but he wants a farming tool, so MYM will be looking for a little bit of recovery, but it's 5,000 gold deficit now. So,
crit.
That's a dead Shadow Shaman.
Well,
easy.
This looks bad for MYM, man. Sloppy play all
Shadow
around.
Shaman up so far?
I don't know, man. He was like here.
Yeah, man. Like no man's land.
Well,
so the Vanguard doesn't block a lot of stuff here. And I don't mind Vanguard on odd heroes if it's like you're the only melee hero. You know, like earlier we saw Vanguard on Clockwork, and normally I would be kind of like, what are you thinking, bro? But he was their only melee hero, their only frontliner, and he just needed to tank up. Here you've got a
Wraith King.
He's very tanky. Yeah, you've got a Wraith King. Like you don't.
You have literally someone on your team whose job is to walk in the fight and die.
You've got the definition of a beefcake here.
The definition of a melee hero.
The definition of a beefcake, dude. That is what Wraith King is. He's just a meat machine. He's huge. They will not secure the deny on that mid tier 1 tower. That's unfortunate. Oh, Link. We're stinking in the Link in here. Hey! Woo, just in the nick of time, but will it be enough? The dot. They may have to go for the deny. Oh, well played by Scandal.
That was an assassination by the Quap there with the double damage. PR looking to continue forward here, and this looks very bad. Gold is well over 5,000.
Were you saying something about MYM and not that bad in the same sentence?
I thought they were okay, but this is just, they're getting stumped.
I mean, yeah. They're just getting outplayed, honestly. I mean, questionable item choices, but they just didn't really win the lanes hard enough. Quap kind of broke even mid, but was able to do a lot more in the side lanes. Brew hasn't really been able to find ganks or do anything too scary on that front. And yeah, he hasn't even really used it. And Quap, on the other hand, she's been able to move around, pick up kills. She will go for that Orchid first, like you mentioned. Double Oblivion Staff already picked up, halfway to the recipe. Now MYM will do something cheeky. They move into the Roche Pit, and yeah, I think they have to do something a little off the wall and utilize those Rost awards. He did just now hit level 6. Roche falling kind of quickly. It doesn't look like PR will be in position to contest.
Yeah,
so
and
this is good news.
This is good for MYM. I'm not sure if it's enough to really bring them back into this, but it's definitely a step in the right direction. It's going to be the Aegis on Link, but he is just not have an impact item at this point. 14 minutes in, all he has is Midas Treads, and
I don't think the Hand of Midas is a bad idea if they can extend this game, but the problem for MYM is they don't really have great anti-push. They don't have a... Son of a bitch. Greg just cut the cheese. I didn't realize third roast was up already.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Wow, no mercy here by Andrew Sama. Wrap around here by the Power Rangers.
Apparently farts still make Greg laugh maniacally. But yeah, they don't really have great anti-push though. So what's going to stop PR from just continuing to group up, knock down these towers, and take fights? I think the Hand of Midas is like needed for him to start carrying hard, but at the same time, it extends this window where PR can keep taking team fights, punish them hard, and no mech out for MYM. That's the other big beef I have with this Vanguard. Mech can actually turn team fights around at this stage of the game, as PR are being very aggressive.
Can't.
Yeah, they're grouping up to push this top tier 2 tower now. MYM are going to have to fight sooner rather than later. Vanguard, I guess it's an okay fighting item, but it doesn't hold a candle to mech. They're almost the same cost, and, well, one has a much higher... What's the right word I'm looking for?
Contribution.
Utility, contribution, just overall effectiveness, overall value. Mech is just better.
You get much more effective HP out of it when you peel your whole team.
Yeah, exactly. It's just... And I mean, is Darkseer really the high priority target that they're going to be focusing down? I want to say nay. It looks like he'll move into a mech now. Has the buckler, but...
Jesus. This item build's a disaster.
Yeah, I mean, he's not going to have a timely mech whatsoever. There's a chance they could lose the majority of their outer towers before that mech even comes out. There is a Blink Dagger up on the Wraith King, though, so Link in here. He's ready to start moving around. I do like this choice. I like the early Blink on Wraith King, but there's your Orchid on Quap. Uh-oh, down bottom. FNG. Gets initiated upon by Rise. Primal Split available. Hex comes out from Crit. There's your Stretch Armstrong. But he moves into the tower. Cheshire Cat comes in. Level Death to interrupt it. Has a Doom available. And, Venge will finish off the Shadow Shaman. It costs him his life, but that's okay. At least makes it a 1-for-1.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, I guess a 1-for-1's okay at this point in the game, but they did create a little bit of space top as well.
Support for support. Not really that big of a deal.
D-Ward gonna nail Link, Reincarnation, and Aegis, though, so they're not even gonna pursue. Yeah. Scandal looking for a higher value target. It's gonna be Unicorn. He Orchids him. Sonic Wave, Scream Pain. And he is going to die just immediately.
See you, Dazzle.
Link maybe going to die as well. Has Reincarnation and Aegis, so they're going to have to kill him quite a few times. Invis pops off that Reincarnation.
It's only level 1 Reincarnation, so still a valuable kill to find. They can definitely find an opportunity to kill him in the next 4 minutes. I like the chances of PR forcing some more aggression. So
yeah, and it's going to be Maelstrom with the Mirana. No surprises there. Just the standard build at this point that pretty much every Mirana has accepted. Unless you're going very aggressive, maybe you built a Desolator. But looks like they're going to pressure this mid lane tower here. PR looking a little bit standoffish. They haven't really fully committed. But down they find Ace, and he is going to die again.
Vanguard ain't going to save you from that one, pal. Roster Ward's come down.
Stuck. He's going to go down.
Arrow flies in, connects with Link. Will Ace actually fall here? Shallow Grave comes out.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
We'll
be all right.
Wow.
Dazzle gets there in the nick of time. Wow.
Dazzle just doing his duty, healing up his teammates.
Dark Light.
And we'll see if PR can make something happen here. They're pushing in top slowly. Scandal's not really committing to this team fight, which I'm not a huge fan of. I guess he doesn't have Sonic Wave, so it's not a big deal, but maybe if he was middle, they could have gotten that tower a little bit more easily. Yeah,
a little sloppy from PR. I think they were just assuming Doom would be enough to finish him off, but little did they know, MYM had support inbound. Their troops were ready to rock and roll. There's your Maelstrom out on the Mirana, and the lack of Midas on Moon makes me think that PR are definitely going to try and do crippling damage here in this mid-game.
Yeah, when you have the Queen of Pain, you don't really want to go ultra late. She falls off. She already has to go for a survivability item. It's going to be a BKB. And that's just sort of how things roll when you're a co-op. You get one damage item, then a survivability item, and sometimes you even need to get a second one. So she still does plenty of damage without it, though.
Yep. And they'll find Link killing some centaurs here, or will they? No, they won't. Just barely out of vision. Ooh, that was so close.
They're going to continue over here, and again, PR they need to do something here, I think. They've kind of just been wandering around farming. Maybe they're waiting for this Aegis to come down, but Reincarnation's down, so
Yeah, there is like this beautiful window of the Aegis will respawn or despawn, and
They'll have about 70 seconds to kill him.
yeah. So maybe that's what they're trying to hit, or maybe they were just waiting for the Shivas to come out on Doom.
Jeez.
Now, PR didn't go for a mech themselves, which I'm a mech fanboy, so I would coin that as a minor mistake. I would have liked to see the Doom go for a mech and then into a Shivas, but it's all right. Just gives you so much utility. If you want to fight and want to be aggressive, the mech is... Even just the aura itself is great. I mean, the heal is obviously the big part, but the aura is nothing to scoff at. That extra armor definitely comes in handy.
I gotta say, Rise is way behind here. He just hasn't been involved in much. I don't think he's split still.
I don't think so either. I mean,
you need to use your abilities, and he'd probably be well on his way at that point.
Calm down on the mod notes there.
Wow.
Yeah, you're gonna want to use your abilities when you're playing Dota.
Poor Maw, man. He's just
this poor fella.
Poor Maw. 66 seconds now. Reincarnation's not up, and Aegis getting reclaimed here for Link.
He still doesn't have any items though. I mean, he doesn't hit hard. He hits in the double digits still. I mean, maybe hoping for some of those lucky crits, but
PR still are just farming up here, and now that the Aegis is down, I think they should take a little bit more aggressive approach.
Yeah, definitely. But Brewmaster, he's a tempo controller. In the mid-game, you really want him to be active, and this is that time to shine. This is when Primal Split is huge. Brew does not move into the late game very effectively. And
bad news is he has an Orchid he has to deal with, which is
and Doom. That's a lot of silence. So, yeah, absolutely. It looks like PR will do a 4-man rotation up towards the top lane. Doom, the only one not with him right now. But
he joins the party too.
He's going to TP in.
And they smoked up. They're going to bait here.
MYM,
they're out.
On the retreat. Yeah, they see the TPs and they'll just back out. And you see a line on the mini-map. Looks like they do want to rotate over.
Yeah, they think they know pretty much what's going on here. MYM retreating to their jungle, going to push out the mid lane, and they're even going to Moonlight Shadow here. We'll see if Power Rangers can get a kill. They are going to find Link. He knows he's been had. Reincarnation's up. They're going to have to kill him twice. The first one not looking particularly difficult. Rise maybe wants to initiate. Comes in. There's the Primal Split. Doesn't get the clap up beforehand, though. Sonic Wave comes through. Link going to fall for a second time. Doom on Unicorn. He down. Crit falls as well. And, well, it's just a massacre. Double buyback already. Rasta buying back as well as Link. Ace going to go down now. And, well, Doom was up in the air, but that is just not enough. Crit going to fall. Shockwave finishing him off. Link on the way to a dieback. It looks like it might be the case. Wow, Moon hits an arrow on Rise. He's going to fall, and Link, the only one left, gets Fiend's Grip. How is that still up? The end of the fight.
That was a 1 for 7.
Yeah, that was... Yeah, I think...
And they clean up the roster wards. How did they... I'm a little bit surprised that PR took that fight so handily. I thought they were going to win it. I mean, they shut down the Reincarnation, but still, they killed Wraith King total of 3 times. He bought back, died again. So did the Shaman. That was basically an 8 for 1 if you want to think about the Reincarnation that way. MYM getting completely run over. They're tier 3, taking heavy damage. They've got a glyph available, but alright, they'll pop it right now. And maybe PR will use this opportunity to back out. They don't have a lot of armor, compliments of the weave. So
I think they maybe need a BKB or 2 to push high ground. Vacuum Wall is still definitely a threat, but they're definitely in a very good position now after just that fight was a complete just destruction.
I mean, that's also just completely demoralizing. That was, you know, with the buybacks, maybe you'd expect MYM to clean it up a little bit. No, they bought back and then still got completely wiped following that. I don't know how you come back from something like that. That was just straight up PR doing more damage.
I mean, they have Queen of Pain, man. Yeah. That hero's insane right now.
Great arrows from Doom as well, or from Moon, rather, connected with both of those, and they saved the Fiend's Grip for the end. Just crisp execution.
I can't believe that Fiend's Grip was up at the end there. Yeah. That was ridiculous.
You're right. Quap, really, that's her time to shine, though. In a skirmish in a relatively small area, this corridor here.
Yeah, when Scream hits,
so easy with Sonic Wave.
When Sonic Wave hits 3 people, and every Scream you do hits 2 people, you put out a lot of damage, and... Well, it looks like he's found Unicorn here.
Sorry, Dazzle.
Rip. Well, there's a mech. Maybe that's going to save him. He does have a BKB.
Ooh.
Oh, he actually dies. Well,
wow, the mech from Ace. Okay, there you go. See, mech, good item. There you go. You picked it up after the Vanguard. I like that choice. And they turn it around, so Scandal gets paid for his hyper-aggression. Maybe a little sloppy there, but can you really blame him?
I mean, he didn't even use ult there. That was pretty greedy.
Yeah, that's true. And they will rotate and keep their tier 2 safe. Meanwhile, PR coming up top. Link, he gets stunned out. Dazzle throws out a weave, but now Doom joining the party. He throws out the ultimate, and Unicorn will definitely fall to the wrath of time. FNG now moving into the trees. More support from PR coming in. It's going to be another massacre. Ace will be the next to go down. It looks like they'll be able to kill Link, perhaps. He blinks to the other side of the ravine. Can they get the vision to interrupt? No, they cannot. So it'll be a 2-0. And they do proc the reincarnation, which is level 2. So coming up in about a minute and a half. Or 2
now
minutes.
They're going to easily push this tier 2 here. Again, MYM are going for Roche, but at what cost, Andrew? Not sure this is worth it. They're losing so much map control right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things, what does the Aegis really give you right now? A second life, if you still can't do any damage when you come back up, is not too useful. In that last fight, the Aegis did almost, well, it expired, but I don't know. I feel like the Aegis on Wraith King is almost a non-factor.
It's not great, yeah, because if you die twice, chances are
you've already lost.
Your team's already dead, and like you are just not going to be able to do it by yourself. Maybe you live by blinking away, but
I mean, it's either they catch you solo and then they just kill you a few times. Maybe in that scenario, it buys you enough time that your team can get in there and make it into a team fight instead of just Wraith King getting ganked. But I agree. It sort of sounds cool on paper, like, oh yeah, 3 lives, but give it to somebody that they're focusing more. I don't know who the ideal target is. They have a lot of their eggs in the Wraith King basket.
It's honestly not great on any of these heroes.
Yeah, not good on Brew because he's so cooldown reliant. Not bad on Darkseer, but he's got a bloody Vanguard, so I don't think he's dying anytime soon. And I mean, you don't want to give it to Dazzle or Rasta, so I guess Wraith King is the only target left, but he still is not a great Aegis carrier.
Rise looking like he wants to pursue here, but PR going to back up, and they know they just have a huge lead at this point. It's over 10k in both the gold and XP. It's 14 in gold, and that is just an unbelievable lead at this amount. I mean, this part of the game.
Ace trying to TP out, but he'll get dropped by Scandal and Cheshire Cat. I keep kicking the stupid mic stand. It's in the worst spot possible. But gets interrupted, and well, Quap with the double damage, able to secure the kill. Unicorn, uh-oh, Orchid comes out. No mech this time, pal, and that's an even easier kill for the Power Rangers.
Yeah, Power Rangers are just walking away with this one, 22-7, 15k gold, and well, that's a pretty insurmountable amount at this point. And Rise still does not have that Aghanims at 26 minutes in.
Rise just hasn't...
He just has not had an impact on this game at all.
Done anything. Yeah, he's 0, 2, and 2. And we're 26 minutes in. He's Primal Split once. You simply just have... It's you can really think of Brew kind of like a Doom in the sense of utilizing the ultimate. It's a huge ultimate with a big cooldown that you really want to use almost every time it's up. You know, you don't want to stop your farming to use it, but whenever it's available, you want to look for those opportunities. Can I TP in? Can I turn a fight around? Can we find some initiation here? And he just simply hasn't done that. Cheshire Cat's been much more active, moving around, 2-1 and 12, and the Brew is just... He's just a non-factor. That's really all it is.
Quap 9-1, 5 assists. Going to be building towards an AC now. Interesting transition into more of the right-click style, but I do like this as not really any item you buy at this point will really give you a huge advantage on Quap. Maybe you could argue a Scythe, but they already have Doom and Orchid, so I'm not sure you really need that to stop the Brewmaster from splitting.
Yeah, I mean, I think this is still that window where Queen of Pain hits pretty hard and is carrying that momentum, and it's still kind of peaking right now. And Scythe of Ice in most games would look good, but I think you're right. They've got plenty of crowd controls, and damage is where they're at. And with all of the outer towers now taken out, PR are looking to break high ground, and, well, there are a couple items really good for that. Assault Karas is one of them. So, good pick for the Quap. It's a little bit different. As an int hero, you don't normally think of your solo mid int burst heroes grabbing an AC, but
I think it's okay.
Yeah, not too bad. I think it's all right. I don't have any beef with it. Doom is probably more of a natural carry.
Rise, but jeez, it's late.
Yeah, it sure is. Now, Mjolnir out on Moon, who also has a Manta complete, so this
He's pretty farmed,
is, yeah, pretty beefy.
He's juiced. He looks like he's going to be the sole defender of this bottom tower.
Bane has a BKB too.
Oh yeah, I have moused over it, and he is ready to grip because there is nothing to interrupt that. Weave on Moon. He is going to send out some illusions here, and all of MYM have to TP back there. Oh, Link jumps in. They're trying to bring down Bane. He pops his BKB. Finally, the split. There's the Sonic Wave through an Ace Mech. Going to heal them up. Scandal forced to back off, and it looks like the Moonlight Shadow is going to be enough for them to disengage. Bane is going to end up dying here to the Dazzle, but now Link aggressively blinks forward, looking for someone. Scandal's out.
Yeah, FNG now on the run. Looks like he'll be okay. Great read from MYM. PR just weren't in a position to take that fight, and they were just spread out a little bit more. I don't think they were expecting MYM to group up so quickly at the base, and they didn't hesitate at all. They hopped right forward, noticed they had the numbers advantage, and they get a kill on Bane. They also bait out that 10-second BKB charge. So there's a pretty solid victory there. They will force out the Glyph as they drop Rost awards.
Arrow.
Looks like they may find a tier 1
Whoa,
tower.
Arrow! God, Unicorn rip.
Boy, they do grab a kill.
Man. They killed the Vengeful
on the
Spirit.
bench, but oh wow, Crit gets Orchided as well as Doom. Now they'll go on to Link. He has a Reincarnate as well as the Aegis, but as we talked about, you've already lost if this is the case. Died once, make it twice, and I
look at his team. It seems like, well, maybe we can do something.
It's like,
here.
bro, we see you on the other side of the river there, but it's just so far away. He'll get surged and he'll get level deathed. That was a big one. It is maxed. It is maxed out. So, yeah, it's a multiplier of 3. He's level 15. Yeah, that's a big chunk.
That's a lot of damage, and he goes down. And now Power Rangers ready, primed to take their first racks of the game, and honestly, this game just looks impossible for MYM.
The Megazord has been assembled, and they have decapitated Lord Zed.
Did not get that joke at all.
Did you never watch Power Rangers?
Nope.
But were you? Jesus, dude.
Wow, that's a Power Rangers joke? Well played. That's pretty good.
The Megazord?
I'm impressed.
You don't know about the Megazord?
No, I never watched Power Rangers. Every day, Andrew learns something about me and hates me a little bit more. I didn't know anything about Donald Sterling. Yesterday, Sunsman hated me because I didn't know who Charles Barkley was.
Charles Barkley, yeah, that guy that made that crazy song.
Well,
come on, man! You never saw Space Jam? That's the only reason you should know Charles Barkley.
I just didn't know who Charles Barkley was. All right. So much flame, heavy flame. Here in the Greg camp, high ground flame camp. I don't know, man. And Link gonna toss out the stun. Manta split out of it. Now Link, he gets swapped in. He's dead. There's the primal split. Is this gonna be enough for Rise to bring them back into this game? Cheshire Cat walking away as he's hexed up, taking a decent amount of damage here. FNG trying to figure out a way to bail him out. Isn't able to do it. The rest of PR, though, waiting in the wings, waiting for this ulti to run out so they can make something happen. Hex on FNG. Crit gonna look to go to work here. FNG is still alive. One arrow. Ace is caught. He's gonna maybe go down. Great Dazzle Grave, though. That's gonna keep him alive for the moment. Down goes Dazzle. 1 TP's back to the base. There goes the Darks here, falling to the DOTs.
Oh, Rise with the cheeky plays. Moves into the trees. Actually fogs them. Fakes them out, but now they get to clean up the roster wards again. That's one of the other problems for MYM. They keep putting the wards down in places where PR can just farm them up. They win these team fights, then get another hero kills worth of gold. They'll finish off mid lane of racks.
They're gonna get another lane.
They go straight down bottom. No Glyph available. Buyback looking sparse. And this has got to be close to GG here, Gregor.
I think we're done here. 32 minutes.
Dunzo.
MYM trying to make something happen, just not able to do it. Crit gonna get caught by Cheshire Cat, just blows him up. Rise sitting in the back, no primal split. They're gonna go for the megas. There's the Doom on Rise. Get back to your fountain. You don't belong here. This is our base now, and it looks like...
How dare you say that to the Pandas, Greg?
It looks like this.
How dare you?
It's over. There's the GG from Crit. It takes a little while, but...
Well, very one-sided game. Honestly, this is one of these games where I don't think there was a specific thing that you can point at that MYM did poorly. They just got outclassed. PR where they had better movements, their mid had better rotations, they seemed to have better rune control. They farmed more efficiently in most of the lanes. It was just pretty dominant from Power Rangers in general.
Yeah, I'd agree. It just did not look good there for MYM. A lot of their decisions didn't quite add up.
I mean, there was just no pressure from MYM, right? You have Darkseer going for Vanguard first. I'm going to harp on it. I'm going to say it again. It's garbage.
That was really bad item build.
He was not getting pressured hard. This is not a particularly good Vanguard game. and it just there was
Other
literally
big tanks on the team.
Murata was 7-0 and 14 or 7-0 and 11. They never pressured her whatsoever. You had a Shadow Shaman who was a little bit underleveled. First wards they killed Roche, that was good, but after that, they got 2 tier 1 tower kills. They weren't able to push with the Rasta. Wraith King farmed, but never really got out of control, and there was just nobody to control the tempo. Brewmaster, I think if you had to pick the one loose part of MYM, I think that Brewmaster needed
just
to do
didn't
a lot
fit
more.
into their. Yeah, I mean, with the way they played, it did not fit into their strategy. They were on a passive farming game, and Brew was just not a hero for that at all.
Yeah, they needed someone to control the tempos. They needed something like a Qualifiers
and they first
Invoker.
picked it.
Yeah, they needed someone that could go in that mid lane and create space for the Wraith King. If they wanted to go hand-to-Midas on Wraith King, he needs space to use it. And I mean, that game was looking like they would have PR had an insurmountable lead before the hand-to-Midas even really started to shine. So MYM just all over the place with that draft.
Well,
not keen.
Next up on this stream, High Ground TV, going to be Rocks versus Relax, coming up at 7 o'clock. That's in about 30 minutes or so. So
Yeah.
I think Mott may be rejoining me for this one. Looks like it. Well, you're obsing next.
Oh, son of a bitch. Seriously?
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's 6:30.
I started at 9, dude.
Oh,
I casted 7 games
I
today.
don't feel bad for you.
Oh, you should. I'm tired.
All right,
I'm
well,
already sleepy.
thanks for watching, guys. Follow Zary on Twitter at ZaryTV. Follow me on Twitter at WhatIsHitTV.
He tweets good.
I tweet good.
He tweets good.
Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in about 30 minutes for the next game.
Damn, this baby's chugging.
Dude, it just takes its time.